I've been working at Cosgrove Hall Films for about 17 years. So Duckula was my very first job, and my role now is I'm a senior producer, so I'm overseeing several different projects, and still want to keep the drawing in though, and I always do try and get some drawing done when I can, but usually I'm doing much more unpleasant tasks. My role on Duckula, I started in the background department, and I went on to do some design work on it, but my very first day was walking into Cosgrove Hall Films, and it was at capacity. It was packed with people in cupboards and under the stairs and everything, and I was completely awestruck, really wide-eyed walking into it, and I knew Duckula because I'd been a Danger Mouse fan on the outside of the studio, and when I came in, Brian Cosgrove said to me, "Do you know who Duckula is?" "Yeah, of course I do," and we were off from there. It was a great design team on the show. It was fantastic. That was one of the things I noticed as I walked in, and I was taken up to a place called the Chapel, which is called the Chapel because it's where all the designers are working, and it was silent up there. And the thing that stuck out the most was an amazing cardboard model of Castle Duckula in the middle of the room, and this was constructed so the guys could draw it from lots of different angles, and it was just brilliant. It's like being in a sweet shop for me. It's great. Stylistically, there was a conscious effort to make Duckula look different to Danger Mouse, and I think that Danger Mouse it's got quite a soft look to it. There's a very soft pastel look to the backgrounds, and very rounded characters, and I think Duckula is a much sharper looking character, and the locations are much more graphic, and there was a conscious effort to make a difference between the two series, and I think one of the inspirations was 101 Dalmatians, the loose drawing style of the backgrounds. That was then put on cell, and the colour was applied behind that, and that might be coloured paper or airbrush, I think, and to give that really graphic style. I mean, in animation terms, we'd say that Duckula was done in a traditional way, and that means that the animation was all hand drawn with pencils on paper, and that would have been transferred to cell and painted by cell painters, and the backgrounds would have been generated with airbrushes and paint and cardboard, and all that would have been brought together under a rostrum camera, and everything would have been shot on film. I think the important thing with digital processes, they give the artist much more access to what they're doing, more tools, and an ability to see what they're doing quickly and to react to it, which is fantastic. Really like to see Danger Mouse again, and I think that would open the door to seeing Duckula again. I think I think they were great characters. They were very strong characters, and of course David Jason's voice was behind the two of them as well, and great writing. Yeah, so yeah, I'd love to see him again. Well, I'm still trying to get away my adult show, The Inbreds, which I won't give up on, and at the moment I'm working on a CG computer animated show for preschool called Pocio, with Zinkia Studios in Madrid and Granada Kids, and it's a wonderful show. It's absolutely amazing. They're a very talented crew out there, and I'm very privileged to be working on it. It's great.